Students, this is the help video for the Unit 2 ALEKS practice section 2.1 to 2.3. Taking a look here. So graphing this line, step one, of course, is you want to be able to write y equals mx plus b. And our b here is going to be -3 in this case. Technically, that's 0, -3. And your slope is -2, and always whole numbers should be over 1. So I know my line has to go down from left to right. So I'm going to go up 2 and the left 1, or down to right 1. Either way, getting my ruler here. There is my line. Once again, y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. Our b, again, is +3. So that's going to be 0, +3. -2/3. Negative means I'm going down from left to right. My rise is 2. My run is 3. So rise 2, run 3. Or I could drop 2, run 3 this way. Straight edge. Of course, on ALEKS, you don't need a straight edge. It draws it nice and straight for you. Now, if it's not in y equals mx plus b, your job is to get y by itself. So in this case, it's -2x, -2x. Your intercept is -2. Your slope is going to be -2 over 1. Up 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. There's your line. Graph the line y equals -1. Y equals -1 is all the points where you have something, comma, -1. All the points where y is -1. So the easiest way is just to do a bunch of points, something, -1. So 0, -1, looks like this. 1, -1. 2, -1, 3, -1, 4, -1. So a horizontal line, y equals -1. All horizontal lines are y equals lines. Says y is the midpoint of x, z. So there's z, that means x is over here somewhere. And the concept of the midpoint is that these two segments are equal. So if I'm starting at 3 and I go to 15, the distance between 3 and 15 is 12 units. So ask yourself this, starting at 3, what would be 12 units that way? And that would be -9. In the figure below, O is between M and P, and N is the midpoint of MO. So the minute you have a midpoint, bracket, hatch, bracket, hatch. We are told N to P is 5, and N to O is 3, and our goal is to find M all the way to P. Real simple here. You always find what you can find. That midpoint means this is 3. So M, that's 3. And from here to here is 5. 3 plus 5. MP is 8. B is the midpoint of AC. So our midpoint is here. Hatch mark, hatch mark. B to C is 2, which means that's 2. A to D is 8, and we want to find C to D, which is right here. Of course, you just add that up, and this is end up going to be 8 minus 4 gives us 4, which is our C to D. Question 8. Here are the segment endpoints, which means here we're doing the distance equation 3 times. Distance equation 3 times. So PQ, I'm going to make a template first. And then WX template. And then YZ template. And it's Y minus Y over X minus X. So there's your Y's, 7 and 2. Your X's are 4 and 8. I'm moving from left to right. Square root of 41. I'm leaving under the radical sign, no decimal approximation. Y minus Y, that's 5 and 1. 1 minus negative 4. So 5 minus 1, that's 4 squared, plus double negative makes a positive, 5 squared, 16, 25, also root 41. So far I have root 41. WX, I have root 41. Let's check YZ. Double negative makes a positive. That makes this 5 squared plus 4 squared, 25, 16, also root 41. Check all that apply. Basically, all 3 of them are equal, of course. PQ and WX, yes, congruent. PQYZ, yes, congruent. WX and YZ, yes, congruent. You have to check all 3. Now, all 3 may not be equal. So just be aware, you leave it under the radical sign each time. Slope. Slope is rise over run. Rise, subtract the y's. Run, subtract the x's. So this ends up being negative 9 over negative 6. ALEKS is going to want you to reduce that. So 1, that's positive. 3 goes in there 3 times. 3 goes in there twice. And the answer it's going to want is 3/2. We're dealing with slope again. Y minus Y over X minus X. Y minus Y. X minus X. Right off the bat, I know I have a 0 in the denominator. Right here, Y minus Y. Let me keep my color straight. I'm using red for Y's. 9 and 9. And right off the bat, here I have a 0 in the numerator. Get this straight. Any number over 0 is undefined. defined. A 0 in the denominator is undefined. It's a vertical line, undefined. 0 over any number, 0 on top is 0.